my savior. Give me that touch with my haters. Stampede, yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, unleash I need. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the noble, that's my duty, let my seed. When I step up in the place, and yo, I step correct. On the check, I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check, throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top gun, shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines, the street news. Baby girl, don't be confused. Step by step, coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby. You know the rules. Whenever now I got you on super unleaded fuels. Give me room, give me some space.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. From Houston. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards in the first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Got a man. It's Collins complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
High school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Back to throw, here's Stroud. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foles, and the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. This defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And some room to maneuver. He's on his way. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 62 yards on the ground.
First down.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Easy, route 30 left. Tomato. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Ginger. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Texans take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Well, we did, in fact, get our first points of the game on a field goal attempt. Just, maybe not the way that we expected with a return the other direction.
And right now, you know what's popping into my brain? That adage every coach says to us, if you block a kick and score off of it, 95% of the time, your team wins the game. I can't quantify the numbers, but it certainly seems to work out that way.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's is going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, and a field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. Now, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Lawrence will throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Mixing up the middle. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. These 2 teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Here's a 2nd and 8.
All right. 118. What's up?
Stroud to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. And Stroud now to throw. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's how you shake off the interception you throw in the opening drive, come back and throw another strike, and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here we go.
Mixon running wide side. Ventrell Miller the one to bring him down. The Texans at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
All right.
Play action. Stroud now. He's got it to Collins, complete. Down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there. It'll be first and goal.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
On the quick, right?
On the bootleg, Stroud. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Here we go. 118.
Stroud. Touchdown! Nico Collins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good. They have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Time for the touchdown. Here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 20.
Here's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They come in the top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if Yes and yes, because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes you'll overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Hey, go! There we go.
Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 6. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
All right, let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. they've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
21. Jaguars 7. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so now it comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
That's good.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Running left, it's Mixon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Now Stroud.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
On 18. What's up?
This is Mixon on the draw.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, right. Tony.
They'll stay on the ground, mix him again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Takedown from 8 yards out.
And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
18. What's that?
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
All right. 18. What's that?
Stroud looking to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. first down. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jared Stingley picks it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Ventrell Miller in on the rush. He gets the credit there for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
65-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and they get it to him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times we've seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Taking it about the 36. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Stroud out of the gun here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And unfortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he gets it inside the 10-9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. It's a long play, so be it. But the run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Lawrence will throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come in and able to bring him to the ground. Here's Logan Cook now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 8.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man, Dell. The 20. 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ted Dell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing in this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. On this side. We got it.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Hey, Ron. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42.
A gain of 13 yards.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Lisa 24.
ETN up the middle. And he got blown out. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not the lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
All right.
Pierce gets this one running right. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Here we go. At 18. What's that?
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a 2nd and 10.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Got a man, that's Hunter.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Intercepted. Sets up a first down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
18. What's that?
They'll run here with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, ready. 18. What's that?
Once more, it's Pierce.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Pierce.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know, if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
No thought of bringing this one out. We'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Piece of 24. It's on. Silver.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Out to it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Will Anderson
able to record his 5th sack of the season. So Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd and 5. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Still going inside the 20.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that? Tonight.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. There he goes left side.
How about this? Joe Mixon. 201 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here we go. Tony. Tonight.
They'll run with Chubb. And this play goes nowhere. losing yardage back to the 15. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the